Well, welcome back everybody. Just so you know, at the end of this video I'm going to post some still photos of what I describe in the video, so you might want to check those out after I explain what exactly is happening here. Of course, you've probably seen dozens of videos on the Colt Python and its problems. There's been a lot of them, and on the introduction, and I'm kind of sorry to have to plague your inbox with another video on the Colt Python that has been released. And I got my hands on one, and the story behind it. I ordered this after I'd seen that Hickok 45 had his problems with them among other people, and I knew it probably would be problematic if I bought one and wanted to but I wanted to have a low serial number firearm, because who knows if Colt's going to survive this or not. So I wanted to have my hands on one just in case. And I'm a collector, and I wanted a low serial number firearm anyway. This is going to be my shooter. I have what I'm going to call the original Colt Pythons already in the collection, and so I wanted this new extended version of it. I went into it fully well knowing, as I said, that I would have to probably send it in for one reason or another, and then indeed it is going to go in. But the story why I brought it home, I ordered it sight unseen from one of the big box stores. Once they had, I had like 5 of them in stock, and I happened to get one of them. It was fast enough on the buy it now button, and once it arrived, I actually first refused the gun. I told them, no, I'm not going to take it straight out of the box. So they unboxed it right in front of me, and I said, nope, I don't want it. And they said, well, we will reduce the price for you, because we'll just put it back out on the floor, but at a reduced price, and we will go ahead and refund your money and give it to you at the reduced price. So that's not a good sign for Colt if manufacturers are already willing to reduce their prices. And I really feel sorry for people that have bought these on Gunbroker for, you know, probably a third more than their MSRP, which is around $1,500, $14.99.99, I believe is what their suggested retail price is. They're going for upwards of $2,000 on Gunbroker. It's trickled off a little bit recently, but they're still well above what you can buy them for in the stores. I'd just be patient, and I would wait it out and let them finish their public R&D on these, which is a sad way of doing things these days, especially with a flagship of Colt. But the problem mine has, I've just put some snap caps in, ran it a few times, make sure the cylinder is working, and it seems to be working fine. I tried to force a malfunction by holding the cylinder back as if it was dirty, and I've looked at a few things in it to see if I could see what was causing the problems. And just on an external visual look at the gun, I can't see what would be causing those cylinder problems. But as soon as I brought the gun home, I called Colt and started the RMA process. I'm still waiting for that label to come in, so it's going to get shipped off. So I want to make this video real quick on it. The problem is my crown is in horrid condition on this one. I can't vouch. I'm not even going to shoot it in this condition. But at the price that my dealer gave it to me, I really couldn't walk away from it, because they were just going to resell it, as I said, at a reduced price. And they went ahead and knocked it off, gave me cash back on my order, even though I'd already paid for it. So what the problem is on mine, and I could see it straight from the store. All I've done is wipe this off with a rag, get the factory grease off of it, is the crown on this. Now, you saw me check it, make sure it is empty. Very nice. First of all, very nice gun. It's very smooth action. The double action trigger pull is one of the best. Is it any better than the King Cobra recently released? I really don't think there's much difference. Maybe a little lighter, but is it that big of an improvement? Probably not. It's going to be a real similar feeling trigger pull, no stacking. Actually, a very good trigger on it. But that's only half the story, especially in this gun. And I'll bring this in. We'll try and get, the light isn't super great, but as I said, I'll have some stills up. But there's a pretty good example of the crown on mine. You can see that recessed crown in there, and I'm going to spin it around here. So try and put my hand behind it to try and keep it in focus for you. Now keep in mind, they're selling these at $1,500 upwards to $2,000, and this is straight from the factory, unfired by me. It's obviously been fired from the factory. There are burn rings on the cylinder already. So I got my magnifiers out that I use for checkering and some of my powder horn work and things like that. When I put these magnifiers on, the mesh that you see on that crown, see if I can get as close as I can, extends about a good 1/16 of an inch down into the barrel. It's actually rolled over, so accuracy on this gun is unquestionably not going to be there. A good trigger pull is only half of the battle. The other half is, well, you can kind of split it up. Durability, number one, which they're not having apparently, and number two, a good finish on a flagship gun is absolutely paramount, especially when you're talking about a Colt. So there's the problem I had, and I knew this gun had it going into it because I could see those divots on it. I didn't realize how bad it was until I got it home, put it under the magnifiers, and so it's going to go back to Colt because I hope to have a good shooter out of this gun. I really wanted one, and I was willing to take the chance on it. And also I wanted you guys to see this too. So I will throw some stills up on it. Other than that, I think that it's a well-designed, fantastic firearm. It's just got to get those tweaks taken care of, whether it's a stronger handspring it's going to take to get it, and sacrifice a little on the trigger to get that cylinder rotating when they're dirty. I don't know if that's the problem, but possibility. Beautiful gun. Another thing a couple other things come to mind before I sign off. These grips look like Altamont plywood grips to me. They're hardwood, obviously, but they're obviously probably plywood too. They're not true walnut. Altamont would call these walnut, but it's just because of the color on the grips. I think they're quite pretty. I like Altamont grips, but I'm pretty certain that's what they are. You can see the plywood striations in them. So it's a well done grip, but I'm pretty certain Altamont supplies a lot of dealers with their grips. I'm pretty certain that's probably where these come from. I could be wrong, just speculating. But and the other thing in my box, these do come with a little target, and you've probably seen these in other ones, and I was kind of disappointed when they opened my box up. My target, even though it's not a practice target, but that's what it came like from the factory, chewed up like that, big old hole in it. Kind of sad that their packing is that bad. They're that big of a hurry to get these out, force them on the public. So, but it's going to be a good firearm, hopefully, if they get it straightened out, and we'll see how it goes. I'll post an update once I get it returned from the factory and see what they say, what they're going to do. And I'm going to also suggest they look at the cylinder and make it run perfect for me, and we'll go from there. So anyway, I'll throw up the still photos so you can see a little clearer the crown on it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.